Hello, this is Winston Cunningham. It is January 12th, 2026. And today I'm following up on what I talked about last week, which was what is, what can be, and what was. Except today I won't focus on what was at all, because I'm focusing on the development of my third major life cycle, which I'll be preparing for this over the next year. So what I'm doing now is experiencing the stillness that it takes to give my own soul a chance to present what I need to see. And it will. So I'm focusing on what, in a way, what is, but also what can be, because I've had this feeling all my life that I would be about this age when the best part of my what I want to accomplish this lifetime would begin in the third. I didn't know it then, but now I know it's the third major cycle of life. And I've completed 2 of those so far. And so I'm in a place to where I'm not trying to cram everything in, not trying to take other people's suggestions, although I do listen to people's suggestions. But now I'm pulling from within. I want to know what I planned before, when I was existing as a soul, before I got into this body. I want to know what it was that I said I wanted to do. And I've got some ideas, and I've got a vague idea at this point. But this period of time is about finding out the real picture. And I'm trusting myself. I've had 40 years of practice of learning to do this. And I feel good about this period of time. I've had some things come into play that are important to me. And I finally made room for these things to be in my life. And that's what my job is mostly, is allowing the space for something not necessarily new, but something more expanded to appear from within. Because I know everything comes from within. And the way we can see more of what is within is to let go of the chatter on the surface. Let go of any type of trying to make something happen. I am finally getting to the point to where I am wanting to fully cooperate with my own outpouring picture. And I'm not sure how long this takes. This month I'm getting dental work done and so forth. There's a variety of things that are coming into play on a physical level that I'm dealing with. So I'm not in a hurry to jump out and do something drastically different. I'm making these talks. I want to continue this. But and I may want to focus more on music, and I did 30 years ago put a lot of focus into music, but that may be a part of it. I don't know. I suspect it will be music related, but I don't know that yet. I just have to experience this time period of being still, so that I can see. I've been focusing on seeing what is clearly, and I want to add to this what can be, or maybe what needs to be. But basically, it's related to the choice I made before I got into this physical body about what I wanted to accomplish this lifetime, and I'm getting close to that. And I am excited about it. You know, I'm not jumping up and down, but I'm relaxed and preparing myself to receive, and that's what this deliberate effort of being still is about. Because if you remember, I think it was Jesus that said, be still and know, not believe, be still and know that I am is God. They removed the word is to hide the real truth. And that's why Jesus made a very good point of saying the truth will set you free. And in other places, he would say, if you want to know something, ask. I've proven that. I knew it was true before I proved it, but I proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt. So all of the stuff that was hidden deliberately to try to maintain control will surface and I'm seeing it surface in many, many ways. Just since I've started doing these YouTube talks, or putting my talks on YouTube, I've run across a lot of videos on YouTube that I like. And the things that I've come to over the last 40 years, I've seen videos of some pretty smart people who come to the same conclusion. They came to it from a different direction than I did. But it doesn't matter how you get. I don't think it matters how a person gets to where they need to go. We all need to go to the same place, and most people may not be aware of that. And these talks, I think, will help a little bit if somebody's looking. If you're not looking, like I met a lady just the other day that, nice lady, had finished a career in the military, her and her husband, and she was focused on her grandkids now. But just in a short conversation, she's just a really nice lady, but she didn't have a clue about any of this stuff. And that's where a lot of people are, and that's okay. But it's always surprising to me that she hasn't questioned anything. And I grew up, I questioned a lot. And it's the questioning that got me started on the road to finding truth. And truth became very important to me, and it still is. And it amazes me how oblivious people are to their own need to know. Unfortunately, the majority of the planet is still relying on belief. They leave the truth stuff up to somebody else. It's not funny, but I accept that that's the way it is, and I keep adjusting myself to view it as it's okay for a person to be wherever they are, even if that's oblivious to the whole thing. I mean, that's just where they are, and they're still on the path to get to where I'm going eventually. And where I'm going is to totally understand the self. And how much more there is of that to go, I don't know. But right now I'm just focused on getting fully enveloped and seeing clearly what I need to accomplish in this next major life cycle. And I've talked about the major life cycles. If you would like to just look on this same site, and you'll find that I talk about the major life cycles, but I won't go into that here. But this is just kind of a follow-up on that, but my focus is on paying attention to what can be, or maybe what needs to be. So my direction comes from my inner self. My own soul is my partner, and it guides me when I pay attention. It guides me when I don't pay attention. And if I'm not paying attention, I just miss the signals when they come. So it behooves me to pay attention, and I did another talk recently because this year earlier I reached a new milestone for me. I reached a new state of mind where instead of meditating once a day for an hour or so, I'm pretty much meditating all the time. So I'm in a consistent state of mind of listening. And here I am with this practice of listening, especially over the last few months, with listening all the time. And now I'm able to put my attention on and actually enjoying the process of putting my attention on what do I need to see now that will aid me in starting this new development. And I've been leading up to this over, I'm 82 this year, and I've got my third life cycle will begin at 84. So I've got this next year in preparation, and I want to treat that sincerely or seriously. That's kind of the attitude that it takes for me to connect with what I need to. I need to treat it seriously. But this is what I'm doing. Last week I talked about what is, what can be, and what was. But I don't need to focus on the what was now. I am thoroughly always focused on what is and paying attention to what is rather than what may appear to be what is. I've had a lot of practice with that. So now I want to refine. I want to use everything that I know, put into this preparation for my next life cycle, which will be the best one yet. And I've had some things come into play recently that I've been wanting for a long time, and they've just come up as if for a person that doesn't know about mind, I think these things are random and coincidental, but I know that that's not the case, because there's a couple of things that I've received recently. I won't give the detail, but a couple of things I've received just recently are amazing me as much practice as I've had. And that's why I feel like I'm in a better state of mind to approach what I'm doing now, being still and listening for what needs to come. And of course, I'll be talking about this later on, I'm sure. I don't know. I just decided, actually it was during the night last night when I decided what I would talk about today, because I had a really good day yesterday. And thank you for listening. I'm Winston Cunningham.